Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 11 of my single-player survival series in Minecraft. So, as you can see in front of me, I have changed things quite a bit at my base. I've got a mob system that now falls all the way down underwater here. The iron golems as well will fall down this tube into here. I've got all the loots collecting here just for right now. I still have to do a lot of lighting up of caves and whatnot to make this more efficient, but as of right now I have way more gunpowder, bones, and arrows and all that stuff that I need, so I'm not too worried about that. So that's this column right here, and we can go real quick up top and take a look. You will notice that there is quite a bit of lag right now because the mob system is running, and the water updates and all that make it very laggy, so it'll be choppy for a bit. But as you can see, they fall straight down here like this, and it's working fairly well. For the most part, the spiders even die. Sometimes they don't, but then they just crawl over and burn in the lava anyways. So that's this working. Now let's go in here and actually turn on the other part of it, this side here, because you may already be able to tell that this is actually a collecting spot to get all the mobs in one place. So we'll turn this on. It pushes some water, and there you go. Now he's gonna fall down. He won't get hit by the lava because he'll fall down the tube like that. Then he'll get pushed forward like that. Perfect. And they fall into this obsidian case here. Now the reason I made it out of obsidian, as you may already be able to tell, I had it blow up on me 2 times, and all of this was glass at one point, so I could see, and the glass just got destroyed, and the signs were gone and everything, so I had to rebuild it multiple times. So I decided not to do that. And now this is just how I'm getting my XP right now, because I don't have any ender farms or anything like that going just yet. But this works fairly well for right now. One thing I will mention is the iron golems. They do fall into this same holding cell, but because the lava up top weakens them, there's one, and you saw him die. The spiders, the skeletons, and the zombies actually will attack the iron golems and kill them, which is quite important for this design, because if they don't do that, then I have the issue of them clogging up the water stream here, because they can't fit through because they're 3 tall and this tube is only 2 tall. So it's very important that they actually killed him, and I'm really glad that they do. So when you're finished with this, you can just walk over back to this button, flick the switch, and turn it off. And there you go. I got a simple little mob system, XP farm going on here. It's good for drops and stuff, but I don't really need the drops right now because I am level 33. But the other thing that I was doing with my Haste 2 beacon, as you can tell, my pick here is rather worn because I was mining this. This is where I've decided to put in my storage room. So I will have the items coming off of here, because the hoppers all lead to this point right here. And then I can send it down this way in order to get all the items into a nice sorting system and get everything working well. But I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to go up top and actually turn off the mob system because it is quite laggy and makes the video very choppy. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've turned off the mob system here. Just move the repeater over so that the redstone doesn't send a signal to the whole system. And that is easy enough to do. I always put it back there so I don't forget it or lose it or whatever. The mobs will still be spawning up there, but because it doesn't have the water, it will reduce the lag, so I will still have the occasional mob coming down here and falling into the system like that. And having the packed ice is actually very beneficial because it speeds them up when they move. So if they try to just move one block, they'll actually slide the rest of the way, which is very nice indeed. But yeah, I'm now thinking I think we should go take a look at the area here. If I can get down here. Perfect. Okay, so I've hollowed out quite a big area here, and all I'm going to do is have the hoppers running down the side over here, around the back, and then down that side that way. And I'm going to have all the items just get automatically sorted. So you use the hoppers with the filters and the chest and the comparators and all that fun stuff to get this thing all working. But this is the area that I've chosen because the one nice thing about it is there's going to be redstone all over the place, so I'm going to want it completely covered. And I also want to have this nice glass ceiling so I can see the squid swimming around and whatnot. So I decided to put it over here where the land is actually right above there, so I don't have to hollow that out. I don't have to worry about seeing the wires and stuff from the top there with the glass, so I think that is the way I'm going to do it. Now over here, it's kind of rough. Just get it working for the time being. I've got the redstone right here and whatnot. I could make this a little bit more efficient and a little bit more effective, but I just wanted to get it up and running, and then I was going to have the hoppers come out and get the storage room set up first. That way, if I have to move any of this, I didn't spend the time to make this all look fancy. This was just my get it working, get it set up, and you're good to go. So that is what I decided to do there. Also, when I was looking at this, so this here is the center of the farm, right here, right? So if I take a look and turn around, it might be easier to run the hoppers this way first, and then up against this wall here, whatever, and then around that way. Now that I'm thinking about it, only because I don't have to then go out that way and then across to the back. I can just go down this way. And the item filter, if I put the item filter here in line with the middle, then you have to have some comparators out the back and then the redstone coming back in. So I need about 4 or 5 blocks, I believe, this way. So it might actually be beneficial to come straight down here and then just chop out that wall a little bit. But that is the plan for in here right now. However, this is going to take a lot of work and a lot of resources. If we go topside right now, I can show you my collection so far. It's getting there. I have quite a few of the required resources, but I am going to need a bunch more. As you may know, that hoppers are very expensive. They cost 5 iron, which is what this is for. And then it costs quite a bit of lumber for chests, and I don't have very much lumber. So I'm going to have to be chopping down the tree farm up there quite a bit, replanting it as always, and getting this sorted out. And the other thing I need to do is, of course, pick the blocks that I wish to work with. Now, I do have quite a bit of gravel, but that's not very helpful. I was thinking I might try to do something with maybe andesite and diorite, because I have quite a bit of that. But that's basically it. Obviously I have quite a bit of stone. I've got this chest. That chest as well. But that is going to be the other setback, is I need materials in order to make this thing look good, and I need a color palette as well. What does this guy have in his hand? A door. Where did he get that door from? Because I don't have doors anywhere. Oh, I got it right there. Okay. He's holding 2 doors then. I have to fix that. He's been here for a while. I just thought he was trying to get the villagers, right? So I didn't really care too much, but if he is doing that, that is not good. I have to light up inside these things now. Anyways, that's not important. So this is what I like, though. From up here, you can see in very nicely of the base. Obviously, it needs quite a bit of work because it's just ground and torches and whatnot. But I put a couple sea lanterns out here, too. They don't light up as much as I want them to, so that's kind of a problem. But then I thought, this here is kind of a perfect sink bowl for squids, because squids can't swim up, they can only swim down. So what I was thinking I was going to do is continue this glass all the way around, and then have a squid farm down in the center here. It isn't going to be very efficient because I don't need a lot of ink sacs, but it is going to be nice to have. And as you may or may not know, I really enjoy farms, building farms and doing this sort of thing. So having an extra farm is kind of my thing. But I think today what I'm going to do is, because I don't have the material required to do this all just yet, I'm not going to power through this right now, and resource gathering is kind of a grindy task that I don't really feel like doing. So what I might do instead is start trying to figure out the layout up here for some of these side farms, the wheat and the carrots and potatoes. Because, yeah, it's going to take a little bit of redstone and pistons and whatnot, but it's definitely not going to take as much redstone as the storage system itself. So I'm probably going to go with that, and I'm thinking, just now looking at this, I like how there's kind of a gap between the height of this and then the height of that, so I may either try to split the difference and put it right about in the middle, or line it up, directly with this itself. But we will have to see. Hopefully I get something going that I really like. Also, I have to move this chest here and put this piece of glass here. I keep forgetting to do that, but this is obviously full. I haven't emptied it yet, and I can show you why in just a second. Over here in my chests down there for mob drops and whatnot, I have quite a bit of stuff already stockpiled. So that is another reason I need to get this item sorting system set up sooner rather than later. That was a lot of S's. So I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do, if I want to do a storage system or if I want to do farms up in the sky. The sky is going to be a lot more thinking and planning, while the item system down in the bottom there is just going to be kind of a grindy task to get everything done. But I will pick one of them, obviously, and I will figure out what I choose to do, and I'll be back with you shortly. Alrighty, so I thought about it for a while, and I kind of figured it was a good idea to me just to go up there and harvest the tree farm once again. I replanted it and got 17 extra saplings, which is very good for the future. But I keep having an issue at my little old wheat farm here. As you can see, there's a piece of grass, and there's a piece of grass. There's a couple more, and there's a block missing here. And you may be able to tell what is happening. Everything here is lit up fairly well, so it's not zombies and skeletons and creepers. No, it is the endermen. The endermen come and they teleport in. They steal my blocks. They trample my crops. And they ruin my perfectly nice wheat field. You can see there's a spot missing right here, and that I was going through and I was using the hoe that I leave here and tilling all the ground again and planting more seeds, but no. The endermen have come far enough. So you know what that means. That's right. I harvested the tree farm and decided that I've been working on my base here for far too long. And I really want to get into the end. I want to get the endermen dealt with. Obviously that means I have to explore and find the fortress and set everything up and do all the behind the scenes stuff. But it is going to be worth it. I do have the little XP farm down there, but it's not very efficient. That is just kind of if I'm watching a video or if I'm having a snack or something, I can just AFK there for a little bit. And I don't have to run all the way to the end in order to get my levels. So that is why that is there. Also, it adds just a little something else to the base, because as of right now, as you can tell, down here, there is nothing down there except for that. So I'm going to keep harvesting these trees to make sure I get the lumber that I am required to get for the farm itself. But it is, I believe, time to go. Alright, I gotta put that door up. But it is time to go and head off into the direction that the Ender Eye tells me to go. Hopefully it is close. I would be very happy if it was, but I'm not going to be surprised if it isn't. One more thing to note is that when I was exploring, you might remember and you might not, that the water temple is just over there. Well, I went swimming and I looked around, and if I am correct, I believe there's another water temple that direction and another one just over there. All of them are fairly close to my base here. So I'm hoping that fortune is on my side for this one, and the Eye of Enders will point me relatively close to where I need to go. One thing I do want to grab before I head out, though, is... Wait a second. There it is, the infinity bow. The reason for that is because one arrow will take down the Eyes of Ender, and then I can use my power 3 punch 2 unbreaking bow to kill the dragon himself. So that is the plan for today, to actually slay the dragon. Hopefully he's close, but you will never know. So I'm going to get everything set up here, probably do some enchanting, get rid of my 34 levels, maybe repair that guy, I do not know yet, but I will be back with you guys when I have figured it out, and maybe even found the fortress just to see how far it is, because if it's 1,000 blocks or so, that's going to be rather boring. So I will get everything I need together, and I will be back to you with hopefully some exciting times. Alright guys, so it's a bright sunny day here, and I'm ready to go on my adventure. I have some obsidian to make a portal to the nether. I've got some blocks just in case I need. I use lumber so that I can make sticks and ladders and all that jazz if I need to. I've got my Eyes of Ender here, and of course the flint and steel to light the portal. Got hopefully enough food, and my armor is still fairly good, so I think we are ready to go. What I like to do is always from the home base, I like to figure out which way it's going. So I'm going to throw this up into the air. Going this way. Ah, perfect. Now the one thing I do remember is that just over this direction here, there is a less than perfect biome. It happens to be an ocean biome. So that means I'm going to need to be doing a little bit of traversing the waterways. So I'm going to continue to throw these ender pearls and see where they take me. It's going to be that way. We'll have to say so long to our base for now. But hopefully it's maybe just right there. That would be perfect. Let's find out. Wait a second. There is another water temple right up ahead here. That was not very far from the house. In fact, that's the island right there. That is yet another water temple. So it looks as if I have quite a few of these around my base, which is very good, I guess. It's nice that I don't have to go far in order to get them, but I'm pretty sure there's one just over there as well. So that's interesting. I am just swimming because I don't want to make a boat right now, and boats are pretty glitchy, and land is right here. Anyways, I'm going to just swim onto this land here, throw another ender pearl, and hope that it dropped into the ground. I don't really want it to go back into the ocean here, because that is not very fun to try to find a way into. I usually just dig down anyways, but here we go. Yes, it is thrown this way. It is still going this way. And we will continue. I don't know if this is lucky or unlucky, because I keep finding this stuff, but we will continue down. Probably could throw an Eye of Ender right there and in there to see where it takes us. But I think it went down, and if it didn't, we are pretty close to it. So hopefully this takes me right to a piece of cracked stone brick or mossy stone brick. Aha! What I was just talking about. Okay, so that didn't break through. That did. We found ourselves in here now. That's the way up, so this is very good. Now we just have to go exploring this thing and find... Well, I've seen these rooms before. Okay, we'll go up top and see if there is a chest for me. Ah, there is. What is inside? Some coal, which is good for more torches, but not really anything else in here. We go down. I don't want to go up the stairs. We'll go through here. Oh, that was well worth it. Alright guys, so I definitely missed something when I came into this room. If you remember, this is where I went up top. Killed the spider, got the chest, saw this door that had the stairs, and I said, nope, not a chance, not going up there. Well, I should have gone up here. Because if you come up here and kill this zombie, you will notice the portal is right here. Aha. I'm going to keep this silverfish spawner, just in case. I don't know if I'm ever going to do something with it, but I kind of like the idea of having it in the world, because this way I don't have to go and find a different end portal fortress area to get it. But yeah, oh boy, okay, well, but I'm just going to leave that for now. I did, before I light this portal, before I go into the end, I do want to make a nether portal here with coordinates attached. That way I can get back here relatively easy. So we're going to cut out, that's a silverfish block. Interesting. I thought it was, but apparently it wasn't. So we're going to cut out this right here. Why are these ones so difficult? Because it is a silverfish block. I knew it. Yeah. Gonna cut that out. This. Put up a portal. Boom. There's zombies nearby, but I don't actually know where they are. The reason I want to do this is actually to get that out of my inventory. There's the portal. F3. So we can see the end. F2, back to F3. Perfect. I don't really care where this goes right now, because when I go in through there, I will be fighting the very elusive dragon. We'll get these eyes of Ender back on our bar. We have plenty of food to get this thing done. So here we go. Let's make the portal. And jump in.